Alright, we're live.
Alright, Mike, is it?
Yep.
Welcome to the job. My name is Kate, and why don't we get ahead and get started, and you tell me a little bit about yourself.
Alright, bud. So, I'm currently a computer programming student. I have a focus with full stack development. I've worked a really weird range of jobs. I've been a cook in restaurants, I've done landscaping, I've done all sorts of stuff. But I think that gives me a unique perspective on a lot of things. I bring a lot to the table because I have so much varied experience. I personally thrive on finding innovative solutions and optimizing systems. I've always loved taking things apart and putting them back together. It's always been one of my hobbies. And I'm looking for a role where I can kind of keep improving that skill and kind of chase that, dream of taking things apart and putting them back together.
Awesome. We'd like to hear that. What attracted you to this field?
Well, again, honestly, I've always been really drawn to that whole taking things apart, figuring out how they work, and I find that programming just allows a less destructive way of doing that. Less broken pieces, more solved problems. I've also spent a lot of time testing systems, just in like a quality assurance kind of capacity, doing beta tests for video games or helping friends, figure out the issues with the code. So I feel like I'm, uniquely situated for that kind of position.
Awesome. Well, and have you ever made a mistake on a project before?
Yeah, of course. So I was in a team project for an inventory management system, and I was responsible for the integrating of the barcode scanning feature. I accidentally mistook the API call or misconfigured the API call and caused an incorrect product data to be stored. I fixed this though by identifying the formatting error and fixing the API request. I also ended up updating documentation so that the future team members would be able to see, learn from my mistakes. And what ended up resulting from that was just a stronger understanding of our program.
Awesome. And what would you say your greatest strength is as a developer?
I'd say that my greatest strength is my ability to troubleshoot and optimize. I have a natural ability to spot inefficiencies, whether it's in code, workflow, or even just like how a team operates. I can always just kind of pick that up. I find ways to improve them as well. I derive joy from that, making things better. I also adapt really quickly. If I don't know something, I'll figure it out fast. And that's helped me in a lot of jobs. Like I said, going from, wearing so many different hats, I tend to be able to pick up the skills pretty quick.
Awesome. Can you walk me through any technical challenges you've overcome?
Yeah, so again, going back to that inventory management project, we needed that barcode scanning thing to work offline. But our initial implementation required a constant API access. So I did some research on local database options and tested some different solutions. And eventually I implemented a SQLite-based caching system, which would hold things in a local storage. That way the scanned items could be stored offline and then synced later when you had the option to be online. It ended up improving reliability and user experience without really adding too much, difficulty to it.
Awesome. And do you prefer working alone or in a team, and why?
It's a good question. I do actually prefer working alone, but I enjoy a mix of both. I work alone well because I'm self-motivated and can troubleshoot things independently. I'm not on somebody else's clock. I'm able to just kind of charge forward at my own pace. But I also do enjoy working in a team when it's productive. Bouncing ideas off of each other and learning from other people's perspectives is something that makes a project better. And as long as the team is functional and everyone is pulling their weight, I can enjoy that form of collaboration.
Alright, sounds good. How do you handle working under pressure?
Pressure doesn't really faze me. I mean, I've worked in fast-paced environments before, restaurants, kitchens, security, call centers, during some of the biggest outages in that industry. So I'm used to keeping a clean and clear head and being focused on my task at hand. In coding, I tend to take the same approach. I prioritize, I break the problem down, and then I tackle it one piece at a time.
Awesome. And where do you see yourself in about 5 or so years?
In 5 years, probably in a technical role where I get to solve real-world problems, whether it's software development, data analysis, using AI, or even IT work. I want to be in a position where I can keep learning and improving while also making an impact. Ideally, I'd be working on something challenging that pushes my skills, but we'll see where the world takes me.
All right, awesome. And what do you know?
What do I know about your guys' company? Okay, go ahead and ask me that question.
All right, and what do you know about our company?
So your company actually has a really strong reputation in the tech industry, and it focuses on real-world applications. I know that you guys have been working on some innovative apps, and that that kind of stuff really interests me because it aligns with my skills in the coding capacity. And I also appreciate how you guys have such a good company family structure here. Like, you guys truly do enjoy working with each other from what I've been able to read online about you. And I think that I might be a really good fit for this company.
Also. And are you planning to continue your studies after graduation?
In the tech industry, man, you always have to be keeping up on it. I don't think learning ever ends when you're in the tech industry. I plan on keeping up with the new technologies, whether that's through formal courses or just keeping up with other people that know what they're talking about. That way I can always keep up to date on new projects that are coming up towards me. I've been considering getting my CompTIA A's Plus certification for the IT side of things. I feel like that might be a good fallback, but we'll see if this job actually takes off and I find myself comfortable in this career. Then I might not have to worry about that, but it might be something I'll look into.
Awesome, Mike. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for coming by.
Well, thank you very much for your time,
Appreciate
sir.
Done.
Good enough. We'll edit it in post.
At least we have easy edits.